Come to next heading, beta. Folding symmetry or parallel axis symmetry, beta. Folding symmetry or parallel axis symmetry. Something like we can fold like a paper, book, anything basically. Like say I have given an example. We have got a resistors R to R and below R to R and middle there is some resistance beta. Okay. Now see, I need to calculate the effective resistance because A and B. Now take a symmetry along the axis of your A and B beta, which is parallel to your points A and B. So if I fold along the axis A and B, you know that this above R and below R will come one above the other, and above 2R and below 2R will come again on the same, and this point in middle one will be at the same potential. So when they are at the same potential, there will be no flow of your current, so middle resistance will become ineffective. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So if I remove that one, what is happening? The R and R will become parallel, so that is R by 2. Then this 2R was this 2R in parallel, so that is nothing but 2R by 2, that is nothing but R. So this 2 will become in which combination beta? Series combination. See here, I have drawn here right now. So this will become R by 2 plus R. So 3R by 2 will be the answer. Is it clear? Folding symmetry or parallel axis symmetry. Done. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Next one, 20. Find the resistance across A and B. Try to see this one. We have got a triangle beta with the different resistors in this one right now. Okay. So we need to calculate the effective resistance across A and B. Across resistance A and B. So here there is your A for me, and this is a point B. So draw an axis or symmetry which is passing through A to B like this. A to B. So whatever the resistance is perpendicular to this one, this will become ineffective. This 2 ohms and this 2 ohms will become ineffective for me. Clear, beta? So because if I fold across this 2 will be coming on the same potential right now. So Y and Y will be at same potential because they will be coming on the same condition. X and X will be also at same potential. So when there are same potential, there will be no flow of current. So this 2 resistance will become for me ineffective. Now just assume that when you're folding, this total will overlap on your X. So this 1 and 1 will be in parallel. This 2 and 2 will be in parallel. And this 2 and this 2 will also will become in parallel. Okay. So see, I have drawn the diagram here right now. See, A and B, I have taken one resistance beta, 1 ohm. Connect A to the positive terminal, B to the negative terminal. See, between A and X, there is 2 ohms. Here also A and X there is 2 ohms. So I have taken here between A and X there is 2 ohms. Between A and X there is 2 ohms. Then between B and Y, see here, between B and Y there is 2 ohms, and between B and Y there is 2 ohms. So I have written here 2 ohms and 2 ohms. And between your X and Y, between your X and as well as of your Y, see between X and Y there is one resistance, that is nothing but equal to 1. And here X and Y there is one resistance, so that is your 1. So this 1 and 1 will be parallel, this 2 and 2 will be parallel, this 2 and 2 will also be parallel. So 2 and 2 parallel compared to 2 by 1 is nothing but 1 between A and X. Okay, between Y and X there are 1 and 1 parallel, 1 by 2, so that will be 0.5. Between B and Y, these 2 are in parallel, so it is 2 by 2, that will be equal to 1. So 1 ohm, 0.5, 1 will be in which combination? Series combination. So that will become for me 2.5. This 2.5 will become in parallel with this one. So that will become for me 1 into 2.5 divided by 2.5. That is 2 by 5 by 3, 2.5 divided by 3.5. That will become for me 5.7. Okay, sir, go through channel. If you are having any doubt in this one, let me know. Take 2 minutes of your time and try to go through it.
Sir, even 1 ohm will get cancelled, no, sir?
Which 1 ohm meter? Yeah, this 1 ohm is acting. No? This 1 ohm I have taken here. No? Between A and B, 1 ohm. Between X and Y, there is 1 ohm. And between this Y and X, also 1 ohm. Only,
so only the perpendicular ones will get cancelled, sir.
Yeah, this, no, see, the one which has been passing through this one will not pass. Only perpendicular will pass through that. Okay. Between A and B will not be ineffective. It will be your considered. Because we need to calculate between A and B only. No? Okay. In the perpendicular axis symmetry, it will get cancelled, but not in the parallel symmetry. It is not a perpendicular, right? It is a parallel symmetry. Clear, beta? Any doubt to anyone? Clear అందరికి?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one చూడండి. So your diagram star shape between A and B, I need the effective distance. This is a point A and this is a point B. Point A and a point B. దీనికి perpendicular only the C and C is there, beta. So this will become ineffective. Okay, na? Is it clear? Remaining all distance will be parallel to each other because it is forming the folding symmetry. You can fold it exactly above this one. Only the middle one of this one will become effective. See this one. CD and DE. This is C, this is D, and this is E, beta. This C and D I'm simplifying better. So this two will be in which combination? Can anyone tell me? R and R will be in which combination? No division of current. Whatever current is going from C to D, the same current is going from D to E. So no division of current. This will be what combination?
Series.
Series combination. So effective is how much? 2R. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Here also same. R and R will be in series. This will be 2R. R and R will be in series 2R. R and R is nothing but in series 2R. Isn't it? This 2R and this R are in which combination? Parallel combination. అంతేనా? చూడండి. Now if you fold this one beta, this D on this D, you feel that this one is totally overlapping on this one or not? See, to this perpendicular line, only this resistor between C and C will become ineffective. This two will be in series, this two will be in series. That one is how much? 2R. This one is 2R. If that 2R is being overlapped on this one, ఎంత అవుతుంది చెప్పండి?
Sir, we can't see what you're writing, sir.
I'm not writing actually. Is the arrow mark is not able to see you? You're not able to see the cursor?
It's constant, sir, to the left side.
Cursor, huh? This is, I am able to write now. Are you able to?
Yes, sir.
Sure, oh, fine. This one you see. This CD and DE, are you able to see now? This two. Just a minute. I'll join from other also. I'll get an idea. Okay. Now see this. This two will be which combination, beta?
Series.
Series. This two will what combination? Series. So how much it is? 2R. This one is how much for me? 2R. Anna?
Yes, sir.
When you overlap this one, when it goes on this one, beta, when you fold it, this 2R and this 2R in which combination? Parallel combination. So that will become for me how much, beta? 2R by 2. That will be equal to how much for me? R.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Now see, this R by 2 is R. That R is in right now. See, when you're overlapping the C and E, the C and E are also overlapping, beta. This one and this one are also overlapping. So R and R, when they are overlapping, this will become how much for me, beta? R by 2. Between C and E, it is R by 2. So C and E R by 2, this R by 2, this R by 2 are in your series. So this will become for me how much for me? R. So this R and R by 2 will be which combination? Parallel.
Parallel.
So that will become how much for me? R by 3. Okay, na? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see, again this one, see, you see, this BE and this BF, sorry, BF and here BF. These two are overlapping. So this is R, this is R, that will become R by 2. This R and this R, that is also overlapping. That will become again how much for me? R by 2 and R by 2, that will be equal to R. And that R will be in parallel with this R, this overlap, and this R are also overlapping better. So that will become R by 2. So again, this will be in which combination? Parallel, so R by 3. Clear? Is it clear? Ardhangala. Okay, once again, between point A and B beta, this is your parallel symmetry. You just fold it beta. This R and this R will come one above the other beta. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if R and R are overcoming on each other, this will become for me how much? R by 2. Between C and D, they are parallel. So here I have written, see here R by 2. A and B I kept here right now beta. Between A and this is the last B. Between A and C there is one resistance beta. So these two are also overlapping. These two are also overlapping when you fold it. So that will become how much for me? R by 2.
R by 2.
So A to C is R by 2. Is that point clear? First one.
Yes, sir.
Now between C and as well as E, between C and E, this one, this part of triangle and this part of triangle, you overlap both of them on this one beta. When you overlap, this R and this R will be parallel, this R will be parallel. So that will become R by 2 between C and D, isn't it? And between your D and E, between your D and as well as E, that is also R by 2. This R by 2 will be in series, so that will become how much for me? R. Okay, this R and this R by 2 will become in parallel, that is the reason R by 3. Is it clear? Is it clear? అర్థమైందా? ఫోల్డ్ చేయండి అన్న, దీనికి స్టార్ ని ఫోల్డ్ చేయండి. Across your A and B, if you fold it, everything will become in parallel. అవునా కదా?
Yes, sir.
Now see, between E and F down, between E and F, this one is R by 2, this one, this EF and this EF will be parallel. So R and R means that will become R by 2. Okay, between B and F, here it is BF and here it is also BF. Between B and also F, that is also R by 2. Okay, between E and B, so this is your E and this is your B. Between E and B, there is one resistance. E and B, there is one resistance. There also overlap. Okay, so that also will become R by 2. So that R by 2 will become for me R by 3. So if I'm taking between A and C, it is R by 2. Between C and E, this total is your R by 3. Between E and as well as of your B, that is also R by 3. All of them will become in series. So it is R by 2 plus R by 3 plus R by 3. That will be equal to 7R by your 6. Is it clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one. Try to do this one better. Across the resistance A and B, all of the resistance are R. Now folding symmetry. If I fold it, whatever the symmetry or whatever the resistance comes in parallel, perpendicular to your AB, that will become ineffective. So there are no resistance which have been coming between A and B beta. So everything will just become parallel. Just fold it beta. This two will become parallel. See here, this two will become parallel. This two will become parallel. And middle one, this two will also become parallel. This two will become parallel. This two will become parallel. Everything will become parallel. So first A to this point, first resistor is R by 2. The next one is also R by 2. The next one is also R by 2. The middle one is also your R by 2. Isn't it? Will it come like this or not? You just see it. This R by 2, R by 2, this R by 2, this R by 2 will be in series. So that will become for me how much beta? R. R by 2 plus R by 2 is in series. This is R. This R by 2, this R by 2 is also in series, there is R. This 2 will become in which combination? Parallel. So that will become for me R by 2. So between A and C, there is R by 2 and R by 2. Between C and B, there is R by 2 and R by 2. Everything is in which combination? Beta? Series combination. So that will be equal to your how much for me? 4R by your series combination. A to C. Yeah. This one is will become for me R. And between C and D also will become for me R. R and R, that will become for me 2R. Ardhamainda? See it better. If you are not getting it, please let me know. I'll help you out. Clear, beta? Have you got it, everyone, this one?
Yes, sir.
So that was about your symmetrical problems related to the electrical parts. The next one is, yeah. Come to next one, beta, Kirchhoff laws. See here. All the complicated circuits which cannot be solved or analyzed by the simple series and parallel combination can be analyzed with the help of your Kirchhoff laws. So Kirchhoff laws are being helpful to calculate the more complicated circuits, how the currents will be flowing in the different parts. So all the complicated circuits which cannot be solved or analyzed by the simple series and parallel combination can be analyzed with the help of your Kirchhoff laws. In our syllabus, you have got two laws, beta. So one is known as Kirchhoff first law and another is Kirchhoff second law. Let us try to first understand what is a junction or what is a node. What is a junction and what is a node? Say in a circuit, a point where there are 3 or more conductors meeting, that is called as of your node. Okay, where 3 or more conductors are meeting, they are called as node. And a loop is any closed conducting path. Loop means what? A closed path is known as of a loop. I hope everyone is clear with the junction definition and the loop definition. Junction or node is nothing but in a circuit a point where 3 or more conductors are meeting is called as of your node. And a loop is nothing but any closed conducting path. Let's see in this diagram. There is one cell here E1, another cell E2, resistance and resistance. This A and B is nothing but see. This wire is connecting here one wire. This is the second wire. And this third wire is been connecting. So point A is known as junction or node. Point B also, this wire is resistance connecting, this down resistance is also connecting, and this resistance is also connecting. So 3 wires are connecting this, that is known as of your junction. Now see, down one, if I'm taking this point and this point, there is only one point between them. There is no other resistor, so they are not the junctions. Is it clear for everyone? I hope everyone is clear what do you mean by junction or node. In a circuit, a point where there are more than 3 conductors meeting is called as of a node, and a loop is nothing but a closed conducting path. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
In this one, how many loops are there, beta? See, between this 3, between this one, this is a totally one closed loop, beta, isn't it? Cursor is not able to move, kada. Just a minute. I think there is a reason not able to understand. Just give me a minute. Are you able to see the cursor now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this total one is known as one closed loop, beta, and this one is known as another loop. So this closed loops are known as of your loops part affiliation. Or closed circuits are known as of your loops part affiliation. Clear? Sure. Let us try to go for the Kirchhoff first law. Kirchhoff first law is also known as of your Kirchhoff's current law. Also known as what? Kirchhoff's current law. Also known as of your junction law. First law is also known as junction law or circuit law or current law. The algebraic sum of the current in any junction is equal to 0. Like in our bus station. If your bus station is having a capacity of accommodating 100 buses at a time. So if I need to accommodate 101 bus, I need to make one bus to come out or not? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
If it is having a capacity of 100 bus capacities, all the buses are occupied in that one. I need to occupy 101 bus or 102 bus, isn't it? So if I need to increase the number of bus capacity, whatever is already there, I need to remove one. So I can accommodate 101. If 2 has been gone, I can accommodate 102. If 3 has been gone, I can accommodate 103. So whatever is been going out, that will be coming in. So here also same. The algebraic sum of the current into any junction is always 0. That is summation of your I is 0. That means incoming current must be equal to outgoing current. Now see, this is a junction beta. In this junction, here there is one current coming I1. Here from this junction, I2 is going out, I3 is coming in, and I4 is going out. Incoming currents is nothing but what beta in the diagram? I1 and I3 is incoming current, and outgoing currents are I2 and I4. So I1 plus I3 must be equal to I2 plus I4. Our sum of all the incoming currents and outgoing current must be equal to 0. Incoming current I am taking positive, outgoing current will take it as negative beta. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So incoming current will be equal to positive, outgoing current will be your negative, and it is based upon which law beta? Law of conservation of your charges. It is based upon your law of conservation of your charges. Is this clear for everyone beta? Kirchhoff first law is what beta? The algebraic sum of all the currents into any junction is always taken as of your 0. So summation of your I will be equal to 0. So incoming current will be equal to outgoing current. That is, incoming currents are here I1 plus I3 and outgoing currents are I2 plus I4. So I1 plus I3 plus minus of I2 plus minus of your I3 will be 0. Incoming current we take positive, outgoing current we take it as negative. And it is based upon what beta? Law of conservation of your charges. It is based upon your law of conservation of your charges. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one. Kirchhoff loop rule, or also known as of your Kirchhoff voltage law. Kirchhoff's voltage law, or also known as of your Kirchhoff's second law. This is loop law anochu, mesh law anochu, or KVL kuda anochu. What is the definition of this one? Is the algebraic sum of the potential difference in any loop, including those associated with EMF and those of the resistance elements, must be equal to 0. Algebraic sum of your potential difference any closed loop. See here, summation of all the potential differences, including those with your EMFs and the resistive elements, must always be equal to 0. It is based upon law of conservation of your energy. First law is based upon what beta? Law of conservation of charges.
Charges.
Is based upon law of conservation of your energy. Summation of your all potential difference across any closed circuit will always be equal to your 0. Is it clear? Is it clear? See, in the closed circuit, if cell is there, how do you take the sign conventions? This is something very important beta. Sign convention for the EMF of your cell. Sign convention for the EMF of your cell part of relation. I need to change it later. Okay. Let us try to go for the sign convention, beta. Sign convention for the cells. In the closed circuit, if a cell comes, beta, and if I'm moving from A to B, if I'm moving from A to B. So when I'm moving from A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B, and I'm ending at a point of your B. When I'm ending at point B, what is the terminal of this cell which I'm able to see, beta?
Positive.
Positive. Then EMF of that one should be taken as positive. Okay. Then in this situation, there is a cell. I'm going from A to B, A to B, A to B, A to B. I'm stopping at the B. When I stop at B, what is the terminal of the cell I'm seeing?
Negative.
Negative. So EMF of that one will be negative. Got an idea? In a closed circuit, when cell is been coming, wherever we are ending, whatever is the sign of the cell, that will be taken into consideration. Now, sign convention for resistors, beta. So if there is a resistor in a closed circuit, if I'm moving from A to B, current, if the current is also in the direction of A to B, I am also moving in the direction A to B. That means we are moving from higher potential to lower potential. So EMF will be minus of I into R. Same direction of move it up to, the product of I into R should be what, beta? Negative. Is that clear? Is it clear? Now see, in this resistor A to B, I'm moving from A to B, but current is coming from B to A. I'm moving opposite to direction of current. So when I'm moving opposite to direction of a current, the sign convention will be plus of your I into R. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Next one. Sign convention for capacitors. Sign convention for capacitor. Same thing. This is a symbol for capacitor, beta. Two parallel lines. Positive terminal, negative terminal. I'm going from A to B. So when I'm going from A to B, I'm stopping where, beta? At negative terminal. So potential across your A to B will be equal to minus of Q by C. Meaning capacitors college kada?
No, sir.
Okay, at that time we'll try to do, don't bother. Again, same. When capacitor is coming from negative to positive, I'm going from A to B. Where I'm ending, beta? When I'm at the point B, I'm able to see the positive charge. So the potential will be equal to Q by C. The ratio of Q by C is known as of your potential. Just remember the sign convention. I hope you got an idea right now. If the cell is coming in a closed circuit, wherever I'm ending, that will be my sign convention. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
In the direction of the current, in the direction of the resistor, if the current is moving in the same direction and the person is also moving in the same direction, the product of I into R will be negative. If I'm moving opposite to direction of a current, that will be equal to your positive. If I'm moving the same direction of the current, negative. Opposite direction to the current, that will be your positive. Is it clear? Let us try to do an example. Here we got an example. I'm moving from point A to the point B. When I'm moving from point A to B, there is one cell, EMF E1. There is one resistance, R1. There is another EMF E2, another resistor, R2. There is a flow of your current in this one. Say, for example, I amperes of the current is been flowing in this one. Is that clear? This is the I ampere of your current which has been flowing. Okay, now, beta. So when I'm going from A like this, a cell has been come and I'm crossing this one. When I'm crossing and going towards the resistor, when I'm standing at the resistor, what terminal I'm able to see, beta?
Negative.
Negative. So at A, potential is nothing but VA, beta. Moving from A to B, at A, the potential is VA. When cell is coming, I'm ending at negative terminal, minus of E1, and I'm moving in the direction of current. Current is also moving always in this direction I, and here also this is the direction of your current I. So it is minus of I into R1. When another cell has been coming negative and across, I'm coming across the positive. I'm standing at the positive terminal, so it will be plus of your E2. Again, I'm going in the same direction of a current, so minus of your I into R. That will be equal to VB. Is it clear? Is it clear? How to take the sign convention? అర్థమైందా చూసుకోండి మరోసారి అర్థం కాకపోతే please let me know.
Once again, sir.
When I'm going from A to B, beta. When I'm going from your A to B. What is sign convention I told you, beta? If cell is coming in between, wherever I'm ending, that will be my sign convention. Okay,
Yes,
I'm crossing the A positive and I'm ending at your negative terminal. So at A, the potential is at here and crossing the EMF E1. So it is minus of your E1. And I'm moving in the same direction of current. So arrow mark of the current is in the front direction. I'm also moving in the same direction because I'm moving from A to B. I'm moving from your A to B. So it is your minus of I into R. I cross this resistor R1 and again I'm going in front. Again the cell has been come. I cross the negative and I'm being at the positive terminal. So EMF will be here will be positive of your EMF E2. Then again I'm going in the front direction. The resistor has been coming. I and R2. I'm moving in the same direction of your current. So it is minus of I into R2. that will be equal to your potential at point P will be equal to VB. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Second one today. This is a loop, is it? So is it not forming? Is it forming a closed loop or not? Isn't it? A, B, C, D, E, and F. Can anyone tell me how many closed loops I can form better? A to B, B to E, E to F, F to A. This is one closed loop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to B. This is one closed loop. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if I'm taking the current right now, direction I have taken the current right now, say for example, from here there is a flow of current here right now. From A to B, the current is coming out is what for me? I1. Okay. From C to B, another current is coming, that is nothing but I2. See, when you're taking the direction, make sure that you can take the direction anyway. After completely simplifying the problem, if the direction of all the currents are coming positive, that indicates that whatever the direction we have assumed, it will be your positive. If by mistake I2 will coming negative and I1 is coming positive, means it tells that finally that you should change the direction of the current another. Is it clear? While solving the problem, whatever direction you take, you try to take it better. After completely solving, if you get the answers in the positive, that means our assumed directions will be your correct. Otherwise, we need to reverse the direction of the current if the answer comes in the negative. Is that clear? Now see here, I took the current from A to B as I1. I assumed it. I don't know because I don't know which is greater, E1, E2, E3, because I'm having 3 cells here. Which is greater, I don't know. So that is the reason I told that, okay, chalo, from A to B, there is a flow of a current I1, and from C to B, there is another current I2. This I1 and I2 are meeting at the junction B, and that current is going from B to E as I1 plus I2. Because these two are meeting at the junction B, and the current which is being flowing between these three, the third resistance R3 is how much better? I1 plus I2. Again at the junction E, it will get divided better. I1 will go back to its own cell, and I2 will go back to its own cell. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. First, assume the direction of the current in a branch as you wish, but balance the current at the junctions. Wherever the junctions have been coming, you just try to balance the junction. Now I'm trying to go from A to D. I'm trying to go from your A to D. I'm trying to go from your A to D. A to D, any direction, any paths of choose. I need to start at your A and need to go to the D. How many ways you can go?
3.
What are that?
A, B, C, D.
Very good.
Then A, B, E, D.
A, B, E, D. Very good.
A, F, E, D.
A, F, E, D. Very good. Why can't we go from A to F, F to E, E to B, B to C, and C to D? Is it possible to go from A to F, F to E, E to B, C to D, and D to D, C to D? Is it possible?
Yes, sir.
How? See, current will never flow. Like water will flow always from which potential to which potential, beta? Higher potential to lower potential? Avana?
Yes, sir.
You stand on the upper part of a stair and you try to drop the water, like one bucket of water. Will it come from upper part to lower part or not? Usunda?
Yes, sir.
If the water is spilled on the upper part of any floor or on the upper part of your steps, the water will travel from upper part to lower part. If you spill the water on the lower part of your staircase, or maybe you call it metlo, will it go up on its own? Can water go from down to up on its own?
No, sir.
Why? You know that water will flow always from higher potential to lower potential. The same way current will also flow from your higher potential to lower potential. So if it is coming from A to F, it will come easily. F to E, it will come very easily. But to go from E to B and B to C, it needs some external source. So current cannot go to the higher potential like this. Is that clear? So current can very easily come from A to B. B needs to drop I. Again, it can come and it can go to the D. Again, A can directly come from A to B, B to C, and C to D. Again, current can come from A to F, F to E, and E to D. These are only 3 parts. Okay, now? Chalo, let us try to take that one better. Path A, B, C, D. Where is the path A, B, C, D? You see, this is your A, B, C, and D. Now write the what you call the Kirchhoff law. A to B, if I am going at A, the potential is how much? VA. When I'm going from A to B, there is a cell in between where I'm ending at negative terminal. So this will be minus of E1. Then from B to C, I'm crossing the negative terminal and ending at the positive terminal. So it is plus E2. From C to D, I'm coming opposite to the direction of a current. You see, current is going up and you're coming from C to D. Isn't it? Anagada. Current is going from C to D. See the diagram. Current is going from your C to D. Current is going from your C to, sorry, current is going from D to C, but you are coming from your C to D. You are coming opposite direction of current. But this will be equal to how much for me? Plus of your I2 into your R4. Is it clear? That must be equal to V2. Is it clear about the Kirchhoff first law, second law applicable here? Direction Rara Mardamainda.
Yes, sir.
Now come from your A to B, B to E, and E to D. A to B also now. A to B, if I am coming, again there is a cell. So at A potential is VA. And at B, the terminal of the cell is minus of E1. Then from B to E, what is the current beta? The same direction. B to C I am coming. Current is also coming from B to C. So it is minus I1 plus I2 into resistance R3. Then from E to D I am going. When I'm going from E to D and stopping at D, what is the terminal of the cell I'm able to see? Negative terminal. So minus of E3, that will be equal to VD. Is that clear? Is it clear? Then from A to D again, A to F, F to E, E to D. Can anyone tell me better? A to F, the same direction or opposite direction? At A, the
Opposite
potential
direction.
will be equal to VA. Very good. Opposite direction means what? Positive or negative?
-7.
Opposite direction.
Positive, sir.
Positive. That means at your A, the potential is nothing but VA, isn't it? And from A to F, if I'm coming, it will be plus of your I1 R1. Isn't it here?
Yes, sir.
Then from F to E, again opposite direction I'm coming. So that will be equal to I1 into R2. Then from E to D, when I'm coming from E to D, I'm ending at D. So what is the terminal I'm able to see? Minus. So it is minus E3. That will be equal to VD. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Sign convention. If there is any doubt, please try to raise your hand and ask me the doubts better. Otherwise, you can unmute yourself and talk to me. Clear andarki? These are only examples to help you out how to write the sign conventions. You need to practice the sign conventions very clearly. The same direction of the current minus of I into R. Opposite direction to the current plus of your I into R. If the cell is coming in between, wherever we are ending, whatever is the terminal of that cell, that sign we need to take into the consideration. Okay. Sure. See the first question better. Find the potential difference between A and B. Find the potential difference between A and B. I'm going from A to B. At A, the potential is VA. Then battery is coming in between. Where I'm ending? Negative terminal. So minus 15. Then minus what amount of current is flowing here? 5 amperes. Resistance is how much? 2. So this will be equal to I. I is 5. Resistance is 2. So it is minus of 5 into 2. Why minus beta? Moving in the same direction because I'm moving from A to B. So same direction of current property 5 into 2. Again, cell is coming in between beta plus or minus. I'm ending at minus terminal. So it is minus 10. Again, in the same direction of current I'm moving. So 5 here resistance is 6. 5 into 6. Again, a cell is been battery has been coming in between beta. It is minus of 5. That is equals to VB. So simplified, we get VA minus V. Achinda. Is it clear? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Next question, don't know. The circuit has a section AB as shown. If VA minus VB is 12, find the current I. He has given me the potential difference. He is asking to calculate the current. See, between A, here I am writing again. This is a question given in the diagram. At A, the potential is A. This is I. I don't know, some current I has been flowing in this 3 ohm resistance. Same direction, but I'm also going from A to B. So it is minus of I into 3. Then cell has been come negative and the positive and I'm ending. So it is plus 5. Minus again I into 6. Then again EMF of the battery is coming on negative to positive. So it is plus 10. This is equals to VB. So VA minus VB will be equal to how much better? 59. This I and this I will become for me 99. So VA minus VB is 12. So 12 plus 15 is equals to 99. 12 plus 15 is 27 is equals to 99. So I is equals to 27 by 9. That will be equal to 3 amperes. Okay, now.
Yes, sir.
అర్థమైందా లేదా చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి లేకపోతే చెప్తాను మరోసారి
Understood.
I'm moving from A to B. Everyone. Kavya, Mohit, Praneet, Pranita.
Yes, sir.
ఎవరు మాట్లాడడం లేదు ఇంకా నిద్ర మబ్బులోనే ఉన్నారు అందరూ సిద్ధార్థ అక్షిత్ సోలమన్ అనుదీప్ స్నేహిత అభినయ చిన్మయ్ చరణ్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి గురు గోవింద్ గగన్ శ్రీ శివసాయి పేరు అందరికి
Yes, sir.
నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఉండండి ఫైండ్ ద పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ పాయింట్స్ A and B and number B find the current through the 25 volt cell if the points A and B are connected ఇది వదిలే మనం సెల్ స్టేషన్ తర్వాత చేద్దాం కెపాసిటర్స్ ఇది క్లోజ్ Okay. Applications of your Kirchhoff laws. See here, so this is a given diagram, beta. Find the potential at a point O. This is a potential at point O. Between this one, there is a resistance I1. And here it is a resistance R2. Here resistance is R3. Potentials are given as V1, V2, and V3. From the junction, the current is going out, beta. One current is going up I1. Another current is going through R2 as I2. Another current is going through the R3 as I3. So from the junction, the total current is going out. So outgoing currents will be equal to how much better here? I1 plus I2 plus I3 must be equal to 0. Antena? From Ohm's law, how do you write the I beta? I is equal to V by R. So here if I'm writing for this one, so it will be V0 minus of V1 divided by R1. The same way I2 will be equal to V0 minus V2 divided by R2. And here from O to O3, V3, then I will be equal to V0 minus V3 divided by R3. This allows also V is equals to I into R. I is equals to V by R. Potential difference property delta V by delta R. At O the potential is V0 beta. At V2 the potential is V2. At another end at R2, at R3 the potential is V3. At R1 the potential is your R1. So if I'm writing I1 will be equal to potential difference is there V0 minus V1 divided by R1. I2 is equals to V0 minus V2 divided by R2. I3 is equals to V0 minus V3 divided by R3. Vachinda idu andarki current from Ohm's law. I is equals to delta V divided by R. Okay na?
Okay, sir.
Chalo. Then what is the total current beta? I1 plus I2 plus I3 will be equal to 0. So I1 value is substituted here. V0 minus V1 divided by R1 plus I2 value is V0 minus V2 divided by R2. I3 value is V0 minus V3 divided by R3. That will be equal to 0. So all the V0 terms have taken one side beta. So it is V0 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. The remaining V1 terms V2 and V3 on other terms. So it is V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3. So V0 value is how much? So it is V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Is it clear? Just go through it better. If you are having any doubt, please let me know. Clear? Huh? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. So today you try to do the Kirchhoff laws applications and the symmetry problems better. The tomorrow session will try to continue with your current electricity part. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Bye beta.